Okay, so I watched a video last night. I'll link it in the comments below. It talked about how set 11 for Lorcana, it might be really high rolly and you have lots of high roll potential. And that got me thinking, and got me brainstorming about different high rolls that you could do. And I wanted to talk about one of them just because I think it's fun. And so this is Pudge dealing with this card right here, which is, I feel like, a topic of the discussion of talking about high rolls, right? As you can see, if you have a character named Lilo out and play, you play for free. And so already you can imagine that you can slap down a Lilo and then play four punches or whatever, right, on turn two. Or and they actually released a one drop Lilo, and so turn one, the minimum high roll is minimum high roll. Playing down a Lilo, this new Lilo on turn one, and then just slapping down four punches. That's pretty insane. Uh, but it gets bigger than that. People have been there's different brainstorming with like different sing together songs is really powerful because Pudge is a really good. I mean, as a two cost, a couple of them out can help a lot in singing songs together. But the combo that I wanted to cook up, why I got so excited about this high roll in specific, is because okay, well we'll get into it. We'll just go play by play. Here's what goes down. Turn one, it's a very specific setup, but it is a high roll. So as you might imagine, it's a very specific setup, but I think it's awesome. Uh, Turn one, you have to be going second because turn one you're going to be playing Angel, which is a new card as well from this new set. Where if it's your first turn but you're not the first player, you pay one less for it. And so this Undirty Dog ability that we're seeing on several new cards is here to help combat some of the play draw disparity. I am curious to see how much it's helpful because I don't know. We'll see how good these end up being, but because some of them don't seem so good. This one I think has got some potential for sure. So you play out Angel turn one, and then turn two you play out Stitch Alien Dancer. You could probably already see where this is going, especially if you're familiar with the cards. Turn two you slap down Stitch, and then turn three you sing Akuda Muti, however you pronounce that card, which is also a new card from the new set that seems really strong and is probably going to be seen quite a bit if Amber sees play, I suppose, which I think it will. It's got a lot of, especially with Pudge in this card. I think there's a lot of good stuff that Amber has, especially in Chroma Dogs. Anyway, there's lots of possibilities. But as you can see, right next to it is Stitch Rockstar. And so you sing this song, you pay two less, shift four. Um, it's your third turn though, so you ink, right? You have three ink now, and you shift Rockstar for two. And so you have one ink left over. So what do you do with this? Well, of course, you play your one drop Lilo, exerted to draw a card, and then you play four punches, exerted, all to refill your hand. And so you get to just flood the board on turn three and completely refill your hand. And I just think it's so cool. Um, and is my favorite theorized Pudge high roll that I've come up with at least. There's tons of potential with Sing Together cards like I referenced earlier, and Pudge may be a card that I end up hating because I will be sitting across the table and somebody will flop out a couple, two, three, four Pudges, and I'll be like, what am I even supposed to do? That's a good question. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you do against something like this. Yeah, but I just think it's uh, Stitch Rockstar was one of my favorite cards back in the day. I didn't get to play with it much, but I love the artwork, and I just think it's a super fun ability. My roommate got to play to index back in set one or two, and just to try to use its potential. I just think it's a super fun card, and I think this is a super fun high roll to get to use it. So yeah, that was my theorized little high roll that you get, where you get to flood the board with um, all these different cards on turn three, and you get to refill your hand because of Stitch Rockstar. And I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, thanks for watching.